Morning, sons.
Morning, God.
There's so much I want to share. It's just like, as I'm sitting here, it's just like burning in my spirit. And it's like the most amazing feeling because like your insides can't hold like what Yahweh wants to reveal. So it's just burning you up like from the inside. So it's like hitting you before you get to share it to everyone else. It's amazing. So the first thing I want to share is earlier this week I had a dream. And I have many dreams, but I usually don't remember them. But this time I actually remembered it very vividly and clearly. So it was a dream, and I saw Sharon in a small room. It was like a room like this, and it had like a side here, and then it was a small room, and there was a board behind Sharon, and there was people sitting there, and she was teaching those students. And then I walked into, and I remember I came around the corner and I walked into the room, and then I looked at Sharon, and then she looked at me, and then she said, she told me it's very, she felt like encouraged when I walked into the room, and she was like very happy. So I'm not sure what that means, but it's just like, it's something that Yahweh spoke to me in a dream. And then I remember just like walking and sitting down in like a free desk, and then just listening to what Sharon was teaching. So that was one of the dreams I had earlier this week. Yeah, and then for the word I had, Yahweh gave to me was about the human body. Like the body is very important to Yahweh because He gave you a body. Anything that Yahweh gives you is obviously important because Yahweh gave it to you. So the body is, I did a small study on the body, and it's one of the most like profound things because like so many things just like so many things, like it's a gateway. Like you're housing your spirit in your body, and it's a gateway to like so many things. Like Sharon said, it's the valve. Like man is the valve, and your body is a gateway to the earthly realms. Like your spirit ascends to heaven. You pick up anything from heaven, and then it comes back down into your body, and then you can release from your body. So I did a study on the body, and it's basically first I want to read some scripture. In Psalm 139 it says, "We are fearfully and wonderfully made." That means that Yahweh created us profoundly and wonderfully, and it's just like an amazing verse that just tells us how Yahweh created us. And another thing that Yahweh said to me as I was sitting here when Ashir was saying there's a sound locked within you and you need to release that sound. Yahweh said to me, there's like in the world there's a certain like Mongolian tribe. They say they speak to creation and to nature with sounds that they produce out of their body. So they make sounds, and then they speak to creation, and it's just so powerful. The sound, some of the sounds that they make, it's like the vibrations, like their throat vibrates, and you can feel that vibration, or it sounds like water's flowing, or it sounds like birds or wind or something, and it's just so profound. And it's that same sound that the sons have within them that you to release. And that's what creation, that's why, like Namishka was saying, creation is the depression you feel is because creation is yearning. It's waiting for the sons to awaken to their knowledge and the power and the sound within them. And it's that sound that's just so powerful. And the sound I've always wanted to release, it's always been in my spirit, is something similar to that. It's like vibrations. So Yahweh is just saying that everyone just now, needs to release a sound within them. Like now, He's opening a realm, and He wants everyone to just release a sound. Release that sound within you. It doesn't have to be like anything. Whatever is in your spirit, just release it. Just release it. Whatever is inside you, release it. It's a sound, whatever sound it may be, it's a sound that Yahweh put into your spirit. Oh
sound, he's saying sound, go for it! Shitaya! 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 Creation depends on it. Go for it, he said. Shitaya! Shopaye! saw the ocean, deep in the ocean. Yes, Shipaya Shatotote. The waters rising up, Shitaya Shite, and vibrating with that sound. Shipaya. Shipaya. Shipaya is like the things in the abyss. Shipaya are vibrating. Shipaya.
Last Sunday he came to me and he said, I have this in me that I want to express, I'm not sure. I said, go for it, you've got to do it.
Yes, thank you.
You've got to do it because you have no idea what the sound that you are expressing is doing in creation. And we don't have to understand everything. We don't have to understand everything. We don't have to understand. I was just thinking, that dream, Ryan, I was excited about meeting you because remember God gave your name to me.
Yes.
Before I met your mom.
2 weeks before.
2 weeks, and those 2 weeks I was asking everybody, do you have a son called Ryan?
This exact venue.
Yeah.
Exact place.
Yeah. So I was asking God for 2 weeks. Do you have I was asking people, do you have a son called Ryan? That name just kept vibrating in me. And then, then I met Ashira. She came to a women's conference and I met Ryan. And I just knew that God was going to do something really big in his life and through him at New Breed. So every single one of you have been appointed to be here.
Amen.
You agreed with the divine appointment to be here. Want to carry on?
I almost can't stand right now. I'm so lightheaded.
Wait.
I feel so light. I feel like as if like my you can't explain that feeling. It's like you feel like in your body you are a spirit. It's the only way I can describe it. Like in your body you have become like a spirit that is free from just weights. Like you're just not bound by earthly rules anymore. You just feel so like light. My body is just vibrating like after a nuclear explosion and there's a shock wave. Like my body just feels like the vibration of the shock wave, like in a perpetual state. to share that it just happened, like as I'm sitting there, Yahweh just said that to me and he said, just release it, just, yeah. I can't
Obedience is awesome. Thank you. This is what freedom does. Thank you, Danny. Go for it.
So, Yahweh has been speaking to me since last week, and he said just share about the body, because the sons don't realize the power of their body. Yahweh has given you your body as a gateway into the earthly realms, because you are a spirit being. So your body is that gateway into the earthly realms. And it's just like for example, Yeshua came down to earth in a body, 100% man, but he was 100% God. 100% spirit, but housed in a body, 100% man, flesh and bone and blood. And it just proves to us like why he had, like how he was tempted in his humanity, because he was tempted to act as a God and not in his body. And because he resisted that temptation, it allows us who are 100% human, 100% man, but also 100% spirit. We are made in his image, and allows us to step in with our body, like Enoch. Enoch ascended in his body. Yeshua ascended in his body. The body is a gateway, and we need to wake up to the power of our body. So Yeshua, Yahweh just led me to a study, and I did a study on the body, and basically the body is made up of predominantly water. What is the mem? So your body is between 60 and 75% water. And that's not just your body, your organs as well. Your brain is 70% water. Your bones have water in them. Your blood has water in them. Your lungs, your kidneys, every organ in your body has water. Water. And then water is the life. And water is the vibration. When you feel something burning in you, it's your spirit, it's your water. Like when you speak over someone, it's speaking to the water that's flowing in them. The rivers of living water is inside of you. It's in your body. It's not just metaphorical. It's in your body. It's physically in your body. You have so much water, and water is the mem. So when you speak over yourself, the water in your body picks up those vibrations, like the vibrations on your voice. Your vocal cords contract or release a vibration, and it turns that into a sound, and that's how you make a sound. That vibration speaks to creation. The sound speaks to creation. That sound vibrates on the waters in your body and in creation. So your body is mostly water, and it's just so profound and prophetic, because it's the mem. And the next thing is your heart. Your heart has 4 chambers in it. 4 chambers: the upper left, the upper right, the bottom left, and the bottom right. And your heart beats in a rhythm, and that it's in a rhythm. And it's so profound, like your heart is constantly beating to the rhythm and the sound of Yahweh that He's put in you. It constantly is beating to that rhythm that He's put in you. And I love the Hebrew. As Sharon releases in Mystical Academy, I just feel led to look more into the Hebrew. So I looked at the Hebrew meaning of the word body, and it translates to 4 letters, 4 Hebrew living letters, one of which is the mem, which we know because our body is so much water. So one of the words in the Hebrew word body is mem. The next is the word bait, which is the habitation. And that's profound because Yahweh dwells within us, within our body. Here is the habitation of the Spirit and of Yahweh. And he said in his word that he will not dwell in temple made by man-made hands. He will dwell in his sons. And it's so profound that the Hebrew word body has the word patient because he's dwelling in us. It's so profound that the dimensions in that word. The next letter is the resh, which we haven't learned of yet, but I looked at the pictogram, it's the head. The head. He said, we're the head and not the tail. The head is the most important part of your body because it houses your mind, your brain, and we are the head. And then the last one is the and the pay. The pay is the mouth. The mouth. We have the power of life and an authority within our mouth. So the Hebrew word body is the habitation, is the mem, it's the waters, it's the authority within our mouth, and it is our head and our living being. So it's so profound when you look into the Hebrew how it releases dimensions to things that you may not have known. And I look more into the body, and starting to say in the body, there's 118 elements in the periodic table that we know of. In the body houses 61 of those elements. So creation is within us. Over half of the elements that exist in the universe are present within the human body. Over half of them, over half of that is within us. You find things like gold, silver, like minerals and elements and gases within our body. We have all of that in our body. So it's like so profound. Fearfully and wonderfully made, exactly. And I looked at the Passion Translation, Acts 17 verse 24. It says in the Passion Translation, Yahweh is the creator of all things, does not dwell in man-made temples. He supplies life and breath to all things in every living being. It says in the Passion Translation. It's so powerful. He's the creator of all things, and he created our body. So our body is just so profoundly made. And Yeshua came to give us life and abundance in our bodies, as well as to break the veil so that we may ascend into the Spirit. But he also gave us life. The testament that he rose from the dead. He rose from the dead in his body. In his body, in his humanity, 100% body, he was raised from the dead. Yes. That means that no sickness, no affliction can touch us, because he has given us the ability, he has given us the authority, he has given us divinity in our humanity. Yes. And that's so powerful. And another thing in the body, when you breathe, your cells, that deoxygenated cells enters the chambers of your heart, and they become oxygenated, which means like cells that do not have oxygen in them, they pass through your heart and they get oxygen. Yes. It's like Yahweh is breathing into your cells, into your living being. Every moment you're alive, He is keeping you alive. He's breathing into your cells and keeping you alive. Your cells of your body would not have oxygen in them if Yahweh did not breathe His breath into you, His life into you. Your body is a testament to Yahweh's Yahweh's will.
Yes. Come on.
And it's significant, it has to pass through the heart.
It has to pass through the heart. Your cells pass through your heart to give you life.
Yo, it's as if we pass through through his heart and he gives us life.
Yes.
He gives us.
Exactly.
Come on. We receive life.
So he just wants to say to us today that you need to awaken to the life and to the abundant life that Yeshua has given his life for. He did not die on the cross in vain. He has given us abundant life within him. And he wants to remind us that he is dwelling within us. He is omnipresent, which means he is everywhere simultaneously, and that means he's in every single one of the sons. He is within us. He's the habitation. We are the habitation, and he's dwelling in us. And he just wants to remind us of our divinity in our body. And when we choose to step in with our body, like Enoch stepped in, he walked with God in his body. In his body on the earth, he walked with God. He did not have to. He did not have to do it in his spirit. He walked in his body, and when Yahweh was finished with him, he ascended in his body. He wants to remind us of that, of our divinity in our body. Our body is not just something that holds our spirit. We must take care of our body. It is his creation that he's given us, and it's profound. And it's profound.
Thank you. You know, that's such a timely prophetic message. The importance of our body. Because let me tell you something, it's so embedded in our subconscious that we need to go through the grave. Come down. So, yesterday I was reading that scripture over and over and over because I know there's a mystery in it. What was given to Yeshua. Now actually what you're talking about here this morning, he's the master key. Because it says he gave to Yeshua was given the keys to heaven, and now the English people use hell. It's not hell. And he opened up something to me. It's the grave. I said, hey, Yahweh, what is this? And when he was talking, I thought to myself, it's because we are set in our mindset, live, grave, then live again. So the realm that he's opening up is, what about if we start walking with God in our bodies, and then the day we decide this is it, or he decides, we just step like Enoch into the next level of living, the next dimension. And I thought while he was preaching, you know what we got to get rid of? The grave.
The grave mentality.
The grave mentality.
Has to fall.
And it reminded me last night, I thought, wow, Yeshua was given the keys of heaven and the grave.
That took Lazarus' clothes off.
The grave clothes, it took off Lazarus. We are clothed with life. Our bodies are clothed with life. The importance of the body. Wow, thank you. Been preaching a long time. The importance of the body. Right, Dion? So welcome you.